Later, his parents were migrated to Malaysia. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ತಮಿಳಿಯನ್ಸು ಮಲೇಷಿಯನ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಪವರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್, ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಿಳಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಟು ದ ಮಲೇಷಿಯಾ. Because of their difficult situations in the family, sir and their family has supposed to go to Malaysia, where he worked as a coolie, a laborer in the field of rubber industries. Those were the 5 difficult years for him, where he could not continue his educations. But thirst of learning, thirst of coming back to the India, for the sake of learning, was continued to be there with sir. For that, sir used to do as extra coolie worker to gain money so that he can come back to the India and pursue his educations. That was his dedications, determinations, which made him to come back to India after 5 years with his sisters, Dhanlakshmi. Both came back to India just for the sake of interest in learning. But unfortunately, who will take you to the school? For there is a 5 years of gap is there already. That time, one great man came again. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, there will be always a one person beyond all of us who always take care of us. His teacher recognized his talents, his interest in teaching. Unfortunately, there was one student who had dropped off from the school. His name is also Palani. Now we can understood, I think, how he got into the admissions. That sirs, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸರ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ತರಗತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಹಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. Obviously, there was a lot of oppositions from the block medical education officers and other people. How can you do that? But sir convinced other people, sir, that man has a lot of interest in studying. He has come from the background of poverty and other things. Please accommodate him in that. So with their sir's determinations and the planning, sir, you could get into the admissions. Same sir was invited and felicitated recently in a Coimbatore when sir released his first biography, Guts. ಇದೊಂದು ತುಂಬ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿನಂದನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 90+, ದ ಟೀಚರ್ ವಾಸ್ 90+. ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ he could visited Coimbatore, received the sir's felicitations. Then he spoke few words also. He was very hesitant to speak, but such man has made a decisive role in the growth and development of not only Pallivelu, is the growth and development of laparoscopy surgery in India and across the world. ಅವ್ರು ಅವತ್ತು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ತದನಂತರ ಅವರು ಗ್ರಾಮದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಓನ್ ಹೋಲಿ ವಿಲೇಜಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಮನಿ for his educations so that he could study pre-university and later got into admission to the Madras Medical College. ಆಗ 21 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು 23 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ MBBS ನಾವು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ 23-24ಕ್ಕೆ. that time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ MBBS ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. Then later, since he was a brilliant student, then he was the general secretary of the college also, engaged in all activities, extracurricular activities, political activities, for which he was warned from his teachers. Palni, you are wasting your time. You are an intelligent person. Don't indulge in such things. Go back to the school. As sir said many often, he has great respect and gratitude for his teacher, Dr. Umapati, who guided sir to concentrate on his study. And ultimately, he could do the complete his MBBS. Then when he came back to the village, he has to pay back to the society, pay back to their relatives, pay back to his friends, which are helped him. With that interest, sir struggled hard. And then later, he did his Masters in General Surgery from the Madurai Medical College. Then later, he started married to Jaya ma'am. Their family members, sir openly tells, ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಸಂಕೋಚ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. Many people will be hesitant to tell that they've been helped by their father-in-laws and mother-in-laws. Sir many times openly said, my father-in-law was rich enough, he could come forward. Help is for educations. Not only help is because he gave his daughter, Dr. Jaya, Srimati Jaya ma'am, to the sirs and got married. And he wishes to get settled in a nearby Taluka place, establish a nursing home and other things. But destiny is looking somewhere else. Sir is always keen and passionate about teaching and other things. Then he decided to approach to various medical colleges. For some time, he worked in the Madurai Medical College as a lecturer. And later, he was got transferred to Coimbatore Medical College as a staff. And he was a gastroenterologist ಅಂತ ಎಂತಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಸಂಡಾಸ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಂತಿ ನೋಡೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ, ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. Gastroenterology means it is only the person who treats vomiting and diarrhea. That was the concept. So, two last beds in the ward. ನೀವು ಬಾತ್ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ 2 ಬೆಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಆ ಬೆಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಂತೆ ಸರ್ಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ತದನಂತರ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ರಂಗಭಾಷಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಗುರುಗಳು. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಸರ್ ರಂಗಭಾಷಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂತ. He was one of the renowned gastroenterologist surgeon, the person who started the first MCS courses in the country in Stanley Medical College. He invited the sir to do the MCS surgery as a second batch of a student. Sir finished his MCS surgeries. Then later he had a fellowship course in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi also. Just to imagine, on those days, in the early 80s and late 80s, sir has went to advanced surgeries, advanced training, advanced teaching and other things, and he can come back and do the surgeries in Coimbatore. So you always have a respect for his professional colleagues who have helped him in the initial period. The first surgery which made him to notice is one of the esophageal atresia. The child was not able to eat anything and other things. Nobody used to take care of that young girl. First thing is make to nutritionally sound, for which he did the feeding jejunostomy. It was a very new concept that time. Then later improve the nutrition. Sir did the surgery. Small bowel or colonic conduit, he did it. The surgery did well. Girl could able to eat very well and recovered from that. That as was the one of the turning point. He could establish himself as a gastroenterologist in the Department of Surgery in the Coimbatore Medical College, Government Medical College. Thirst for teaching and learning is continued. Sir was not happy about that. So on the one world, first world's laparoscopic surgery is being done in the late 80s. Gore is the one who did it. Then he was inspired by the sir, then learned the technique of doing a laparoscopic surgery. Then he did it. He was the first South Indian to perform the laparoscopic cholecystectomy in India, for which he was greatly applauded and greatly credited for that. The people who invented for the first time in the country, they didn't advance much further what sir did. Sir learned the technique of them. Then the one who developed the techniques of inguinal hernia surgery, the Go, with him sir learned the hernia surgery. But anybody could go into much more forward. Sir has gone more forward than the what was taught him and learned him. That was the beauty of the sir's surgical skills. As sir said, he has done more than 34 inguinal hernia surgery in a day. This is definitely a greatest achievements. When so much things are happening in and around, he wanted to introduce this minimal invasive surgery into academic curriculum. Academic curriculum include adre, it can be as a teaching, regular teaching to the postgraduate students. But unfortunately, there were no academic NMC guidelines to introduce as a laparoscopic surgery in the textbooks, for which he visited to the Delhi many times. And the NMC, he could not convince the people. Then sir decided, why can't we establish one association where I myself with my colleagues can train the people of surgeons across the country, which has made him to establish the world famous association, that is Association of Minimal Access Surgeons of India, in the year 2004 or 2005. The first conference was held in Coimbatore. More than 1,000 delegates were there. I also became the member at that same time itself only. That's why my membership number is somewhere 16 numbers, sir. I have the one of the very familiar, along with my friend Dr. Bakwadi, were very first to enroll our name as a members of Amasi. From there, the strength of the members of the Amasi is increased to such an extent. Now, the members have cost more than 18,000. This is the second largest association having the members next to the American College Surgeons of India. That was his greatest contributions. He took minimal invasive surgery to the remotest corners of our country. ಯಾರನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿದೀವಿ ಇವಾಗ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ತಾಲೂಕಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಗಾಲ್ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನು ತಾಲೂಕಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ cholecystectomy nowadays. This is only possible because of the Pallival sir persistence effort to make this particular surgery to reach into the remote corners of our country. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ 20 ಲಕ್ಷ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಫೋರ್ಡ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಸೆಟ್. ತಿಂಗಳ 5,000 10,000 ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು repay the vendor, the home surgical whom I bought the instrument. I could not pay entirely at one installment. And every month I used to pay 10,000 where I could able to gather my own equipment and I can also advance my surgical skills also. Same fashions, many have gone through that. So most of our Indian surgeons, they have developed this technique because ಅದು ಹವಾ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಲೆಪಸ್ಕೋಪಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂತ. ಇಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1% ಇಸ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಾಮನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಅಥವಾ 3 ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವು ಅಂತೆ. ವೆನ್ ಸರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರ್, ದೇರ್ ವೇರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೆನಿ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರ್. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ. Even today, when where sir is leaving Coimbatore, International Airport Authority came to know that Professor Pallil is coming, they delay their flights for 10 to 15 minutes because they knew that sir is operating or a teaching or a learning. There were many instances sir has to run from the operation theater to the airport. Such was his conviction, such was his dedications to train himself, to train others. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಾವೇ ಕಲಿತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಉಳಿದವರು ಕಲಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. But sir is exceptionally good at that. Most of us create the followers, but we are not create the leaders. This is a common word in the politics, which I am right. But sir, ತಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ತಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿರೋರು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. His own disciples, Dr. Parthsarthi, who was with sir as an undergraduate student, worked with sir with passion and dedications. Then did his MS. Since last 35 years, he is working with sir. How it is possible? Not only Parthsarthi, there are many followers are there. Raj Pandyan, since from working, Anand is there, his son-in-law Senthilnathan sir is there, son Praveen is there. All are trained so efficiently. ಈಗ ನೀವು ದವಾಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಇರಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ದವಾಖಾನೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಟು ಸಚ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ದವಾಖಾನೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವನ್ ದೋ ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಕೊಯಂಬತ್ತೂರ್, ಹಿಸ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಎನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್. ಟು ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ both GEM hospitals of Coimbatore and as well as GEM hospital of Chennai have developed to state extent. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಶಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾವೀಣ್ಯತೆ ಮತ್ತು ನೈಪುಣ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಓದಿದವರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ದರ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ವೇರ್ ಸರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಿಸಿಟೆಡ್. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನ ಮಂಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತೀಯರಿಗೆ. Sir is the first Indian accorded to perform live surgery in the states of United States of America, North America, Japan, England, Korea and Italy. You can imagine, sir could have been invited to demonstrate his own techniques to perform surgery in their country and get telecasted to the across the world. I don't think any of the Indians have been invited to perform surgery in the different countries. You may be invited to deliver the talk, show their videos, shows their presentations, but sir perform the live surgery from different countries to live telecasted to our countries. In coming to the publications, more than 250 publications. None publication est ant kelidre single digit to second digit al bartade. Most of us, even though we are in teaching professions, it goes into the digits, numbers. But sir has got more than 250 publications in most of the reputed international journals. Innovations, coming to the innovations, there were many innovations which he did. If there is no suture, there is no future. That was his dictum. That has made him to practice. He is one of the most pioneer in the world who practiced the suturing, taught the art of suturing, could able to do most of the advanced surgeries. Because newer gadgets like staplers, other things were not accessible those times. Sir has no alternative. He has to learn the technique of suturing laparoscopically so that he can cut short the money and economics. Stapler 18,000, how can you afford that? One suture material of Vicryl 30 or 40, if you learn the art of suturing inside, you could able to finish it at 500 rupees. That's why sir has made minimal access surgery and affordable to the public. Every patient cannot afford. Every patient doesn't have an insurance. In our country, hardly 5 to 10% of the people can have a insurance facilities. Ultimately, we have to depend on either the government hospital, where the hospital can give a least concession to the patients. That's why, which has made him to learn and practice suturing. Suturing ನೀವು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓಪನ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ. Many of the questions were asked to ask questions any to the sir. Many were hesitant. On behalf of others, all of us, I asked sir one question: when sir did the last open surgery? Answer is no, I think. Sir himself doesn't remember when he opened the abdomen at the last time. That was his area of interest, who has taken the minimal access surgery to the highest level. Coming to the awards, ನಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ವೈದ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ BC ರಾಯ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್. ಜೀವಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಂದು, ಸರ್ 2 ಸಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್ has got BC ರಾಯ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ twice for his innovations in the field of surgery, then contribution to the field of laparoscopic surgeries. ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು 2 ಸಾರಿ ಕೂಡ BC ರಾಯ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಹರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್, ಆನರರಿ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತದ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಫೆಲೋಶಿಪ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಯುಕೆದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಅದು. ಫೆಲೋ ಆಫ್ ರಾಯಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿ ಆ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದುಂಟು. ನೈಟ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದುಂಟು. ಜಪಾನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದುಂಟು. ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲು ಟ್ರೋಕಾರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಹೆಡ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಇದು. ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪಿಲೇಜ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು design a scope where you could prevent the spillage. At the same time, it will suck the fluid also. For that, sir is invented PHS system. Hulinaykar sir's trocar, hydrated cyst trocar system. These are all innovations in the world. Then, cardiomyotomy scissors. Again, these are the inventions. Whole world buy them and perform their surgeries. Then the retractors to create the space in the TEP hernias. And then so many modifications, particularly in the field of esophagectomy, thoracoscopic esophagectomy. Most of us are operating the patient in a semi-prone position or a supine position. Sir has devised the techniques of prone position, which has been accepted by Japanese Society of Surgeons. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಪಾನ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾದರಿ. ನೀವು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಂದಿರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಜಪಾನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಖುಷಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಪಾನ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಜಪಾನ್ನವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಕಲಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಸರಿಂದ ಅಂತ. ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಸರ್ಸ್ one of the positions, that is the prone position, you put the patient in a prone positions and perform the thoracoscopic esophagectomy. The concept is because of the gravity, the esophagus and tracheobronchial tree falls down so that you will have access space is available for that. That was the concept. This position has been accepted and approved by most of the foreign countries. That position is called Professor Palnivel sir position for thoracic esophagectomies. ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಗೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಎಮೋಷನಲ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, 3 ಗಂಟೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಅವರು ಪುಸ್ತಕನ ಬರೀತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿನ ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಭೇಟಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಲಾಂ ನ್ಯೂ ಸರ್ಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಶಿಪ್, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಹೌ ಹಿ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಅಪ್, ಹೌ ಯು ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಹಿ ಸರ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹಿಮ್, ವೈ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಯು write down the biography of yourself so it can inspire to the others, millions of people in our country, because you are a role model. That an idea stuck in sir's mind and decided to write textbooks. When he decided to write a textbooks, Jaya Ma'am opposed it. It will be glorified, no? Whoever writes a biography, people think that you are glorifying your own work. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರದ್ದು ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಂಗೇನು ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇತರರಿಗೆ ಮಾದರಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಲಿನಾಯಕರ ಸರ್ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಬೇರಂಗ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನನಗೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ, ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಆಗಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದು ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಆಗಿ, ನನಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ, ಎಂಡೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಾವ್ ಕಡೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಸಮೂಹವನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ನಡೆದು ಬಂದಕ್ಕಂಥ ದಾರಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನನಗಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮಾದರಿನೇ ಅದು. ಅಂತಾರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಭಾಜನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸಿ ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಅವರು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯತೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು ಪಳ್ಳಿವೇಲ್ ಈಗೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ, ಸರ್ಜರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ 2 ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸಿ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಓಪನ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್, ಐ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮೈ ಆಲ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಸ್ ದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ಡ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೋನ್ಸ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ಸ್, ಐ ಗಿವನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್, ಮೈ ಸನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸನ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾಸ್. ನೌ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ನೌ ಆನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ he can do the any advanced laparoscopic surgery, preferably oncosurgery, at free of cost. They could come across the country wherever they are. Either they can come to Coimbatore or they can come to Chennai, where they can get the facilities. So I think our patients across the country are fortunate enough to get the services and get the treatment by sir. Sir has followers ಲೈಕ್ ಮೀ ಮೆನಿ. ಶಿವಶಂಕರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸರಿ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಈ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಟು ದ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್, ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಲುಮಿನರೀಸ್, ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಯವರಿಗೂ ಸರ್ಗೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಿಂಗೋಗಿ ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಗತಿನ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಜನ ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ರೋಡನ್, ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಶಿವಶಂಕರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೆಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚಕ್ರಗಳು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡೈನಿಂಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೀನ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಡಾರ್ಮಿಟ್ರಿ ಟು ದ 9 stars, he can go anywhere and survive in the world. ಅವನಿಗೆ ನೆಲನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮಂಚನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, 9 star ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ in spite of achieving so many achievements recognized all over the world, sir's simplicity and humility is a role model for all of us. So I take this opportunity to thank the organizers today. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಹುಲಿನಾಯ್ಕರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಅವರ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿದ್ವಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನನ್ನ ಅನಂತ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು 2 ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ.
ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿ ಪಳನಿವೇಲು ಸರ್ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಶ್ವರ್ ಅವ್ರ ಹೊಸಮನಿ ಸರ್ಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. It's our tradition to honor the chief guest. I request all the dignitaries along with Chairman sir to honor KIMS Hospital Director Hubli, Dr. Ishwar R. Hosamani sir. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಇದೀಗ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನ್ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಕೆಲವು ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
ಪರಮಾದರಣೀಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹುಲಿನಾಯ್ಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಮಾತು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ನಾಯ್ಕರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿಂದುವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಶ್ವರ್ ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ, ಅವರ ನೇರ ಶಿಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೇರಣಾದಾಯಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್ ಅವರೇ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರವರೇ, ಸಭಾಗಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವಿಯವ್ರ ಸಜ್ಜನು, ನಾನು 3 ದಿವಸದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಲೇಹ್ ಲಡಾಖ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ 3 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ದು -15 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಚಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಳನಿವೇಲು ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು 1-2 ಪೇಜ್ ನೋಟ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸಮಯದ ಅಭಾವ ಇತ್ತು, ವಿದೇಶಿ ಪ್ರವಾಸದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ನೋಟ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲದೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಶ್ವರ್ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನೈತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನನಗಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಅವರಿಗಿದೆ. ಅವರು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್ ಅವರು ಶಿಷ್ಯರು, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಅವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್. ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕುಳಿತಿರೋನು. ತುಂಬಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಅರ್ಧ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ನೇ, ಅವರು ಹುಲಿನಾಯ್ಕರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೇ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ತುಂಬಾ ವರ್ಣರಂಜಿತವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಶಿಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಅವರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದ ಅನೇಕ ಮಜಲುಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ತೆರೆದಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಮಯದ ಅಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ವಿನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನನಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆದದ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ, ಒಂದು 3-4 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಗಟ್ಸ್ ಆಟೋಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಬುಕ್ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಚ್ಛೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ನನ್ನ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ದಿಲ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ದಿಮಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಿಂದನೇ ತುಂಬಿ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದೇಶದ ರಾಜಧಾನಿ. ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಇವರು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾದ ಮಾತು ನಂದು. ಆ ನಂತರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಾಡಿಸಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಬುಕ್ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ನನಗೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓದೋ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ 3:30-4 ಎದ್ದು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಓದಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಮಾರನೇ ದಿನನೇ ಅವರು ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂದೆ. ಟಾಟಾ ಸಮೂಹದ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರು, ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಲಾಂಚಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ. ಸರಿ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ. ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಬಿಡುವಿಲ್ಲದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಅದೇ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಏರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು. ಒಬ್ಬ ನಮ್ಮ ದುಬೈ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ನೋಡಿ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಪುರುಸೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿದ್ರು ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದು ಕೊಯಮತ್ತೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಶ್ವರನ್, ಅದರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನನಗನಿಸ್ತು, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತದವರಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಹಿಂದಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಉತ್ತರ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಗುರುತಿಸೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಅನುವಾದ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲೇನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1.5-2 ತಿಂಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಭಾರತದ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ದೇಶದ ರಾಜಧಾನಿ ದೆಹಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಬುಕ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಓರಿಯಾ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವರ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯನ್ನು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ದಿಲ್ಲಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವರು ನಾನು ಕೂಡಿ. ಆ ಡಿನ್ನರ್ಗೆ ಬರೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರಾಮ್ ಮನೋಹರ್ ಲೋಹಿಯಾ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ದವ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಫ್ದರ್ಜಂಗ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ದವ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೇಡಿ ಹಾರ್ವಿನ್ದವ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್. ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಒಮ್ಮೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನಾನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡವನಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ 1-2 ವಿಷಯನ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು 12 ವರ್ಷದ ಹಿಂದೆ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ಟನ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರದಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಇದು ಜಿನೆವಾದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ವಿಟ್ಜರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆದಂಥದ್ದು. ಅವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ತಜ್ಞ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ರಿಸರ್ಚನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಪೇಪರ್ನ ಮಂಡಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವರು ಆ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅದು ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಹೊರಟುಬಿಟ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ಮಾರನೇ ದಿನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮಂಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ಗಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಅವರು ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರು, ಇವರು ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇವರು ಕೈ ಇಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡು ಈಗ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಓಡಾಡುವಾಗ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೇ, ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಹೊತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಏನಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಸಹಾಯ ಆಗಬೇಕಾ? ಅವಾಗ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಈಗ ಫ್ಲೈಟು ನನಗೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಬೈ ರೋಡ್ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಲುಪೋ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ಸೆಮಿನಾರೇ ಅದು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೇಂದ್ರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು 150 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇದೆ 1 ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಗೋ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಸೀಟ್ ಗಿಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೀಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಗೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೀಟ್ ಗಿಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಉಪಕಾರ ಆಗತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆಗ ಆ ಫ್ಲೈಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಊರಿಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಆಗಲೇ ಕತ್ಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಭಯಂಕರ ಮಳೆ ಗುಡುಗು. ಆ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು 20 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಕೊಳ್ಳ ಅಂದರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ, ಘಾಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೇ, ಇನ್ನು ನನಗೆ 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಕೂಡ ವಿಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಗಾಡಿ ನಡೆಸೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬೇರೆ ದಾರಿನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗಾಡಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಘಾಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ ಅಪಘಾತಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಚಿಂತೆಗಳಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇವರು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೊಂದು ಅನುಮಾನ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆವಾಗ ತುಂಬ ಹಸುವೂ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಗಲೇ ಕತ್ಲನೂ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಮಳೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮನೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ದೀಪ ಉರಿತಿರೋದು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ. ನೋಡೋ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮನೆ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಗಾಡಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಬೋದಾ? ಆಯಿತು ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ತಲುಪಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಇವರು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಾಗಿಲನ್ನು ಬಡಿತಾರೆ. ಆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಲ್ಯಾಟಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು, ಯಾರು ತಾವು, ಬನ್ನಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ತುಂಬ ಮಳೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹಸಿದಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಳಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ತಾಯಿ ಕರಿತಾಳೆ. ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದ್ದದ್ದನ್ನು. ಅವರೇನು, ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು, ನಾ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದೇನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಮಳೆ ಬೀಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಾರಿ ಸಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ನಿನ್ನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ತಾಯಿ. ಏನು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಸಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಡ್ರೈವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇವರಿಗೆ. ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಿನ್ನೂ ಮಳೆ ನಿಂತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ, ವಿಧವೆ ಆಕಿ. ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕುಳಿತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ನ ಕರೀತಾಳೆ, ನೀವು ಪ್ರೇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ನನಗೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನು ಮಾಡು. ಅಯ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇವರು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೇ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 45 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ 1 ಅವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಕುಂತೇ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಇನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಲಗಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎದ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅಮ್ಮ, ಅದಿರಲಿ, ನೀನು ದೇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀಯ, ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ? ಅವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಧವೆ, ನನಗೆ 11 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನು ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ನಿಂದ ಬಳಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನನ್ನು ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಒಬ್ಬ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಅವರು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಗನನ್ನು ಬದುಕ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರನ್ನ ತಲುಪೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ, ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರನ್ನ ಫೀಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಮ್ಮ, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಯಾರು, ಅದು ಹೆಸರು ತಂದು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದಾ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ. ಆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೇ ಇವರಾಗಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಚಿಟಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಚೀರಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ದೇವರ ಸಂಯೋಜನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದೂರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು, ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಕಂಡದ್ದು, ಆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದದ್ದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಜಿನೇವಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಮಗನನ್ನು ಬದುಕಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಈ ಕತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್ ಅವರು ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಪಳನಿವೇಲು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ದೈವಿ ಪುರುಷ. ನಾನು ಲೇಹ ಲಡಾಖ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು 2 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು, ಉಳಿದದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಶ್ವರ್ಜಿ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸುಗಂಧವನ್ನು ಕಳೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲ್ಲ. ಟು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್, I would convey my gratitude with the words that you have lived a life that present hope to succeed even to those growing up in tough conditions even today. You may not know them. They may not reach you, but your story would I become a pride possession for them. Jeevam sharadam shatam ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಥೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾನರಿಂಗ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪಳನಿವೇಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕಮಾಂಡಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಚಾರಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ M.R. Hulinaykar Foundation. Numerous beneficiaries of the painless and minimum invasive procedures would feel happy and grateful to the organizer for honoring the guts of a boy who became a legend this time. I am humbly grateful to them for making me a part of this unique celebration, memorable occasion. Ellarigu pranam.
Thank you, sir, for those enlightening address. We request the dignitaries to kindly felicitate Shri Basivaraj Patil, sir. We heartily welcome Dr. Durga Das Asradna, President, Karnataka State Obstetrics and Gynecologist Association, KSOG, to this gathering. We now invite the visionary whose ideals inspired today's award. Our Honorable Chairman, Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar, sir, has been a pioneering force in advancing education and healthcare, transforming his vision into institutions that have shaped thousands of young professionals across the disciplines. May I request him to share a few words about his thoughts and feelings on this occasion.
Good morning to everybody. Respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished members of the medical fraternity, esteemed scholars and professionals, office bearers of the Sridevi Charitable Trust and Paristhana, and my dear friends. It is both privilege and deeply moving moment for me to stand before this august gathering today. Seeing so many eminent personalities assembled here fills my heart with gratitude and humility. Your presence has lent grace, warmth, and dignity to this occasion. Dr. Acharya M. Nagaraj is a person who truly embodied compassion and human warmth over the years, has showered our family with the affection, guidance, and fatherly care. His presence in our lives has been a source of immense strength and inspiration. As I recall the many moments of his kindness, my heart is filled with gratitude. Such a great person has come and presided this function. I am truly honored. I also wish to thank Sri Basuraj Patil, who has traveled all the way from New Delhi to participate in this program. Such a thoughtful gesture reflects the depth of his affection and encouragement for our institution. I sincerely thank him for his gracious presence. My special thanks also go to Dr. Ishwar R. Hasmani, who has eloquently spoke about the achievements of Dr. Padalnivelu. Dr. Hasmani holds a special place in my heart because I am an alumnus of KIMS Medical College, Hubballi, where he presently serves. It was there that I completed both my MBBS and MS degrees. Listening to his today's thoughtful talk brought back my cherished memories of those primitive years. His concise yet insightful introduction has helped all of us to appreciate the extraordinary accomplishment of Dr. Padalnivelu. Friends, the true focal point of today's gathering is the distinguished surgeon and visionary Dr. C. Padalnivelu. When we reflect upon his life and achievements, we cannot help but stand in admiration. His contribution to laparoscopic surgery have not only earned him global recognition, but have also revolutionized surgical practice across the world. Dr. Padalnivelu has devoted his entire life to innovation, advancement in medicine. His pioneering work has opened new horizons in minimally invasive surgery, making advanced treatment accessible to countless patients. His achievements remind us that excellence in medicine is not merely a profession, it is a lifelong commitment to learning, discovery, and services. There is a touching anecdote from his family that the depth of his dedication. Once during his college days, his son, Dr. Praveen Raj, asked him a candid question: Father, how much time have you actually spent with my mother and with me? Really, it is a difficult and touching point. You often say your father was an alcoholic. Dr. Padalnivelu's father was an alcoholic. But are you not a workaholic? That simple is really alcoholic. That's what his son says. This simple question reveals the extraordinary commitment with which he pursued throughout his life. In truth, this is a story familiar to many in the medical profession. When I established Sridevi Hospital, my own life followed a similar rhythm. My day would begin very early in the morning as I hurried to the hospital to attend surgeries and patients. By the time I returned home at night, it would often be late, sometimes even late night at 11 o'clock. Even during the afternoon, when managed to return home briefly, my children would have already have left the school. By the time I came back night, they would be fast asleep. Sometimes weeks passed before I could sit down and spend meaningful time with them. During those demanding years, it is my wife, Durga, who should be the responsibility, who took the responsibility of the household and upbringing of the children. If today I have earned any measure of success or recognition, the credit must go largely to her quiet strength and unwavering support. She stood beside me like a pillar, ensuring that the family remained steady while I devoted myself to my profession. Our children too deserve appreciation through their dedication and service, sincere efforts. They have built their own paths in life. In many ways, I believe the story of Dr. Palnivelu and his family would be very similar because behind every successful doctor stands a family that silently shares the sacrifices of many. Dr. Palnivelu professional accomplishments are nothing short of an extraordinary. On one resemble occasion, he created a world record by successfully performing 100 hernia surgery in a single day. Such a feat demands not only exceptional surgical skill, but also tremendous stamina, discipline, and commitment. Many surgeons across the country and beyond, including myself, have had the privilege to learning laparoscopic procedures under his guidance. The techniques and standards he introduced continue to guide surgical practice in hospitals across India and abroad. Yet, what truly sets Dr. Palnivelu apart is not only his professional brilliance, but also his deep compassion for society. Though the establishment of the GEM Hospital, the Gastroenterology and Medical Center in Coimbatore, has created an institution where patients from every section of the society can receive quality medical care. No patient is turned away simply because he or she cannot offer treatment. Whether rich or poor, every individual is treated with the same care, dignity, and respect. This is the noblest tradition of medicine where the healing hands does not discriminate between the privileged and underprivileged. The roots of the compassionate mission go back to a painful moment in his childhood, the untimely death of his younger sister due to pneumonia left a deep mark on his mind. That tragedy became the turning point of his life. From that day onwards, he resolved to dedicate himself to medicine and to serve the humanity as a surgeon. Even today, despite reaching the pinnacle of success, he continued to live a life marked by simplicity, humility. His dedication, discipline, and compassion are qualities that every doctor should strive to emulate. Friends, we really feel blessed by the grace of Goddess Durgambika Devi that a personality of Dr. Palnivelu stature has visited our Sridevi Education Institution and graciously accepted our humble award. His presence today is both an honor and inspiration to all of us. If I reflect upon my own journey in life, I firmly believe that whatever little I have achieved has been possible only because of the blessings of the many noble souls who guided me during my formative years. I have been fortunate to have constant support of my wife, who has been my source of strength and inspiration from the very beginning. My children, sons-in-laws, daughter-in-law, relatives, friends have stood by me through every phase of my life, both in moments of joy and times of challenges. Their support is something I shall cherish forever. I must also acknowledge the blessings and aspirations are received from many revered my revered parents, my gurus like Basadevaru, Purkadlaja, Reverend Shivkumar Swamiji, and also Sri H.M. Gangadaraya, the founder of Siddhartha Education Institution. Their guidance and encouragement have been constant source of strength in my journey. Often when we look at institutions that every society, we wonder how such achievements become possible. The truth is that behind every meaningful endeavor, there are unseen forces, divine graces, collective goodwill, and the blessings of elders. The idea of establishing a medical college for our own community had been discussed for many long years, but today it has become possible. However, with the blessing of elders and spiritual leaders, Sridevi Medical College was finally established in 2013. It holds the distinction of being the first medical college founded by our community. To best of my knowledge, such an institution has not been established in any state. This achievement is not the work of the single individual. Many people from the different section of the society have contributed their support and encouragement. Large institutions are never built by one person alone. They are the collective outcome of the goodwill, cooperation, and dedication of many. Today, with the blessings of and encouragement of all of you, the Sridevi group of institutions continue to grow and serve society. I sincerely hope and firmly believe that it will continue to progress in years to come and remain committed to serve the humanity. Let me say this with humility. These institutions do not belong to any individual or any family. They belong to society. With these words, I conclude by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have supported me in the past, who stand by me today, and who will continue to guide and encourage us in the future. Thank you. With these few words, I'm really honored to be in this great occasion. I wholeheartedly thanks to Dr. Palanivellu, Dr. Nagaraju, and all my friends, dignitaries. Thank you, and all.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. ಇದೀಗ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತರಾದ ಮಹನೀಯರ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಪರಿಚಯಿಸಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Thank you very much. A warm good afternoon to one and all. Respected Chairman and Managing Trustee of Sri Sridevi Charitable Trust and Group of Institutions, Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar, sir. Srimati Shanthadurgadevi, madam, whose name the Lifetime Achievement Awards ceremony is being organized today. The President of the function, Acharya Dr. Nagaraj, sir. The central focal point and the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, whom you heard till now, and for introducing his achievements, I have the privilege, Dr. Palanivellu, sir. The chief guests of the day, Sri Basavaraju Patil, sir, and the man who introduced Dr. Palanivellu, sir, to us from very close circles, Dr. Hosmani, sir. And invited ladies and gentlemen, my fraternity family members of the Sridevi group, I have the privilege of reading out the citation of Sri Sridevi Charitable Trust and Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar Pratishtana, Shira Road, Lingapura, Tumkur. Their name, the citation is being awarded to Dr. C. Palanivellu, sir. Om Sri Devi Prasanna, Om Durgaya Namaha. Presented with profound respect by Sri Sridevi Charitable Trust and Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar Pratishtana, Tumukuru, on the auspicious occasion of conferring the Distinguished Surgeon, Educationist, and Social Thinker, Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar and Srimati Shanthadurgadevi Hulinaykar Lifetime Achievement Award upon Dr. C. Palanivelu on the very auspicious 13th of March 2026. Respected Dr. C. Palanivelu and in absentia Srimati Jaya Palanivelu Madam, today marks a red letter day in the annals of our two institutions. We deem it both a privilege and a blessing in bring together two towering deliveries, achievers on one platform, and to offer our heartfelt homage to their extraordinary lives and contributions. The Sridevi Group of Institutions, founded by the visionary Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar, stands as a living testament to the grit, foresight, and unyielding perseverance. With the steadfast support and quiet strength of Srimati Shanthadurgadevi Hulinaykar Madam, he transformed a dream into a flourishing reality. What began as a humble initiative has grown by leaps and bounds into a vast educational movement nurturing over 10,000 students, more than 3,000 members of the teaching and the non-teaching fraternity work shoulder to shoulder to raise these institutions to ever greater heights. The Sridevi Hospital, attached to the medical college, extends quality healthcare at affordable cost to the people of Tumukuru and neighboring districts, embodying the founder's commitment to service above self. Born in 1947 in the remote village of Tupadakurakati in Dharwad district into a family of shepherds, Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar rose from the modest beginnings to earn his MBBS and MS degrees. He began his professional journey as an assistant surgeon in government service. After voluntarily retiring, he established a private hospital in Tumukuru, where his dedication and skill earned him both professional acclaim and public trust. Not content to rest on his laurels, he ventured into the field of education, resolved to light the lamp of learning in rural homes. To immortalize such steadfast labor, sacrifice, and service, we have instituted this award, an honor reserved for those who have brightened the lives of others and left footprints on the sands of time. It is our proud privilege to present the inaugural award today. Dear Dr. Palanivelu, sir, it is most fitting that the first recipient of this award is you, for your life mirrors in many ways the journey of Dr. Hulinaykar. From humble origins to global eminence, your story is one of resilience, resolve, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Born in 1950 in Avarangapudur village of Namakkal Taluk to underprivileged parents, Sri Chinnuswamy and Srimati Kaliammal, you learned early in life that adversity is but a stepping stone to the achievement. When you were a young boy, your family moved with your family to Penang, Malaysia in search of livelihood. Yet, even in unfamiliar surroundings, your heart beat to the drum of education. That earning brought you back to your motherland, determined to carve your own destiny. The road ahead was far from smooth. Obstacles loomed large and resources were scarce. The ultimate demise of your beloved younger sister Dhanalakshmi became a turning point, sharpening your resolve and giving you a clear direction to your life's mission. With the encouragement of noble mentors such as Headmaster Sethuraman, your teacher Vayapuri, and Gandhi and Marappan Gounder, you pressed on underrated. Excelling in your SSLC and pre-university examinations, you secured admission to Stanley Medical College, Madras, where you completed both your MBBS and MS degrees with distinction. During these formative years, you were blessed with a life partner in Srimati Jaya, whose Unwavering support has been your pillar of strength. Behind every successful man, it is said, stands a strong woman. In your case, this adage rings profoundly true. Your legacy continues through your son, a renowned gastroenterologist, and your son in law, a distinguished surgical gastroenterologist, testimony to a family devoted to healing. Refusing to be lulled by the comfort and complacency, you pursued higher learning with single minded focus, completing your MCH in 1991. Through sheer hard work and resourcefulness, you underwent training in laparoscopic surgery in Singapore. With rare vision and surgical finesse, you went on to perform the first laparoscopic chlorosectomy in South India, opening a new chapter in minimal invasive surgery in the region. Your pioneering spirit did not stop there. As the first surgeon in the world to perform the laparoscopic Whipple procedure, you earned the affectionate epithet Whipple Man. Your innovations in minimally invasive esophageal surgery and your development of the widely acclaimed Palinivelu suture method have set benchmarks in the medical fraternity. Through workshops across India and abroad, you have trained and inspired countless young surgeons, ensuring that knowledge multiplies when shared. A prolific academician, you have authored seminal works such as The Art of Laparoscopic Surgery, Basic to Advanced, and the Digest Atlas of Laparoscopic Surgery, which are regarded as invaluable references by medical students and practitioners alike. You have presented over 250 research papers on international platforms, carrying India's name to the four corners of the globe. Your achievements have been recognized worldwide through numerous honors, including fellowships from prestigious surgical bodies in Great Britain, Ireland, honorary doctorates, and an esteemed Dr. B.C. Roy National Award conferred upon you twice for your exemplary service to the healthcare. Through the establishment of advanced gastroenterology and medical centers in Coimbatore and other major cities, you have brought world-class treatment within the reach of countless patients. Equally noteworthy is your abiding concern for social justice. Having personally experienced hardship, you actually supported movements for equitable opportunities during your student days and continue to extend scholarships to meritorious students from your native region, thereby giving back to the society in generous measure. To encapsulate 7 decades of relentless endeavor, research, compassion, and service in a few words is indeed a Herculean task, like attempting to hold the ocean in the hollow of one's palm. Yet, one truth shines through unmistakably. Your life has been a beacon of hope and healing. By conferring upon you the Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar and Srimati Shanthadurgadevi Hulinaykar Lifetime Achievement Award, we honor not merely an eminent surgeon, but a humanitarian who has dedicated his life to a noble cause. In celebrating you, we celebrate the very ideals of perseverance, excellence, and service. We thank you sincerely for graciously accepting this honor. I request everyone to please give a standing ovation to this great personality. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
May I request Shri Basavaraj Patil sir, National President, Rashtriya Swabhiman Parishad, New Delhi, to kindly present the award. I request all the dignitaries to join in the felicitation.
Sridevi Group of Institutions proudly presents Award for Lifetime Achievement. On behalf of Prerana Diwas, the great surgeon, educationist and social thinker, Dr. M.R. Hulinaykar, Sir and Srimati Shanthadurgadevi Hulinaykar. This award goes to Dr. C. Palanivelu, sir. With hearts that serve and visions far and wide, Dr. Hulinaykar and Shanthadurgadevi ma'am stand with pride. Through years of care, through paths of noble deed, they lit the lamps where hope and dreams could lead. Today their hands bestow their honor rare, a tribute shaped by wisdom, love and care, a lifetime glory crowned in grace and light by guiding souls who made the future bright. From humble roots, a healer rose so true, a guiding light in skies of healing blue. With skillful hands and vision bold and bright, he turned the dark of illness into light. Through science, care, and courage, he became a pioneer who carved a timeless name. For service deep and wisdom that can heal, we honor Dr. C. Palanivelu, sir, with pride and zeal. A big round of applause, audience.
We now invite the Indian Medical Association Tumkur branch to felicitate Dr. C. Palanivelu, sir.
Tumkur IMA Association are felicitating Dr. C. Palanivelu, sir, President Dr. Krishnamurthy, sir, Secretary Dr. Nalini, ma'am, Senior Leader Dr. Prabhakar, sir, Dr. Rangaswamy, Dr. Bhavana Prasad, Dr. Ashwant, Dr. Arjun, and Dr. Shantakumar.
Thank you, dignitaries. May I now invite our esteemed awardee, Dr. C. Palanivelu, sir, to share a few words.
Good afternoon. Today, it is a great pleasure for me on behalf of my family, my wife Jaya Paranivelu, and my institution, Gem Hospitals, and my friends. Thank you for giving me this Lifetime Achievement Award by Sri Devi Group Charitable Trust and MR Hulinaykar Foundation. The respected guests on the stage, Dr. Acharya Nagaraj, my well-wisher Pasraj Patel, and my friend Osami Iswar, Director of KIMS Hobabali. And there are a lot of faculties, friends, and ladies and gentlemen. It is recognition like this, surgeons or doctors, it gives me an encouragement boost to do much more to the community. And really, I'm honored. When excitement comes, very difficult to talk to the crowd. Today, truly an excitement. It is great honor, my happiness, and receiving this, the first time of this honor institution from these Sri Devi groups. Thank you. And I think it is. It starts with my friend Iswar. I don't think the way he had introduced me to this entire life, the words and everything express so much. And really, thank you, Iswar. And he has been with me, like one of my family members. It is not he says trained or whatever. We have moved such a way that he is my part of GEM group, and not only teaching at Coimbatore, across the country, wherever I go, Iswar will be with me to go anywhere, taking the science, promoting it. So science cannot be by one individual. It is a need a team of group. That way, I'm blessed with a group of surgeons across the country, and really more than 18,000 surgeons part of society. They are all the leaders taking it to train the youngsters. That way, very important and very nice. The another thing, Pasraj Patel, you all great respect coming from Bangalore, national level, and really, sir, thank you very much. In the way you, some word I could not follow it up, but I could understand so well, and the way he's expressing, I'm really thankful for your kind words expressed. And Acharya, usually doctors are, most of the doctors at one stage, you believe or not, you become spiritually bound to do it. Suppose when I used to call, first when GEM Hospital inaugurated, on the stage I mentioned the same words I tell you now. Anakati all know, Ashramam, and in also in Rishikesh, Dayananda Saraswati Swamiji, he was, when I called him to come inaugurate, he came and was on the stage. After that, Swamiji in front of you tell, this is my temple for which you have come to launch today, this hospital. I'm not telling the crowd just like any way it is. It is true heart from coming, because every patient, irrespective religious, on the operation table before surgery, they always worship that they should get recovery full. Even relatives will be outside also praying when doctor going to come and say everything is over. And similarly, not only that, we also before starting every surgery, every procedure, and every diagnosis, we pray that recovery should go smoothly. It is not in our hands, something beyond. We may consider simple, it can become a problem, and which you consider complex, it become a very simple, recovery can go. So beyond, it is something, it is there. That is the way spiritually we are bound with among the. So for me, GEM Hospital is my temple. That's what I consider. Same thing, everywhere holds good. That way, practicing as gastroenterologist in America, earning so much money, I know how much they are. And the lab colleague charge, if it is 700 euro main, and diagnostic laparoscopy ERCP $2,000. Gastroenterology is a very costly practice in America. Such a great practice, leaving it, coming to India, taking a spiritual way to the society. Acharya Nagaraj, really, I think Hulinaykar all know so much years coming from small family, settled down Tumkur, establishing such a great institution. when I'm going around with him today, a great institution established. I think that is vision. How it is possible? Then I could see today in his chair, and I found out I did not know meaning of Hulinaykar, holy that before. The chair, the tiger, sheet was there. I got sit down there, took a photograph, and to say that I cannot like a tiger with like Hulinaykar, but I can be take a photograph. Remember that I've been here. No? Such a dynamism and entrepreneur and smart that made him today to these institutions. One has to work hard, no doubt about it, but also should be smart to take opportunities to use it. And India, such a big country, we need a lot of institutions. And one is by teaching is also a way of. Second thing is also establish institutions. They are considered something is a locally the way you all appreciate him. So it's great service. But anybody's success, it is all mentioned. He himself mentioned Seth, Mrs. Shanthadurgadevi, and the way it is all going, and everywhere. And truly, and I could be successfully, even to do MCA, MS, I need a wife to come, no? And after my MBBS not having money, then MBBS, the people, village people supported. When I continued to go to MS, then they have got, they're all poor people only, with the love, affection, they gave it. Then they thought they're all suffering. Then they started demanding money, whatever they paid, no? Then I think only way my father gave a good idea, they get married or not for purpose of dowry or making money I married, that just secondary to MS, I need some support. That way, Jaya supported me, I could do MS. And she is from a affluent family, but getting down to live my comfort, what I can do, that she lived with that, supported. As we progress, today our entire institution, she looked after. That way, I was very happy about it. And anybody conferences by Cody or everybody coming, they could see, and catering everything, she will be managing it. Like every time, every year, one marriage in my family, like. Conference will be there, 1,000 doctor, 2,000, 3,000 material. I need not worry about it. Operating surgery, leave it, and they take over, because food also is very important. People are coming. So we treat every doctor who's coming to Coimbatore like our own friends and members. That's way the success of conference also went through. So, madam, I appreciate your support, very nice. And in her, for charitable also, it is all possible, Even one wanted to donate anything, the smile, happiness has to come from the partner. It is not that way. That's why this trust truly, and thank both of them giving this honor to me. And today I'm going to tell Jaya, you missed and not come. They were very doing it equally. Very nice, And IMA president and the group, they felicitated me. Thankful, very happy. And Durgadas, the gynecology president, now also continuing it. Recently, I came to Tumkur, and they translated into Kannada, and that book was gifted to all the members of Gynecology Society by themselves. That is something, it is first for society in India could do that. Thankful, Durgadas, for this. I think youngsters are there. This type of awards or anything it is given, there is some purpose of must be there going it, something it has to serve. For example, today, yes, fine, we have got a postgraduate courses, we have MBBS who are choosing it. But anything you can buy. I once know, one Swamiji came from, it is Anandapur, not this Puttaparthi, Anandapur, it is Anandapur in Madhya Pradesh, between Gwalior and Pune. It was about 3 hours car drive. That Swamiji wanted to go to France for lap coli. An American, his own disciples told Swamiji, no France, we are going to Coimbatore. Then came to got operated. That time, Jam Hospital, it was where I operating it. Then Swamiji invited me to that place. His own ashram went in 5,000 acres. And amazing, there are 1,000 Mahatmas working for him. As a not for pay anything, just devotees to him working. Such a wonderful place. He used to give, anybody comes, prasadam. Prasadam means everybody bring it biscuits or fruits, that only he will give as a prasadam. But that day, He purposely keeping it a clock by the side of him and gave me prasadam, that is 1 o'clock. While giving the prasadam, he told me, and doctor, your life is very precious. Every minute has to be accountable. And because he has seen Coimbatore, no, the way it is going, that's why I want to have with you one day to spend time. You gave me very nice. There you go. Even Brindavan garden, like in his own ashram, he has got it. Morning when we were around, so impressed. So there he told, and every time you look at, it should serve the people. That is, one word he used, anything life you can buy, one thing you can't buy, time. And that is, time must be accountable for everyone. Time accountable in the sense, anything you can credit in a bank or you credit anything, when you like it, you can take it up. Some credit like aeroplanes or something like an hours, it may after 2-3 years made this. So anything credit is account can make it up. But can you, anyone in life, can you credit your hours? You have to look at life. No one knows how many years one going to live. And whether you sleep or work or talk each other or spend or gossip or whatever you do, even you sleep continuously extra hours also, travel, the time, tuck, will go. And 365 days, one birthday will go. And initially you will be celebrating with all their friends, everybody, like Hulinaykar and me, by crossing 60, 70. Then it is the way it is going, that becomes much more in life, and must be happy person at that stage. If you don't keep your body weight proper, suffering with diabetes or heart attack or plagia lying down after 70, it is not a good life. That means you have to plan your life early to keep your body fit and to be happy. Similarly, whatever you can do at that age, you have to accountable. Suppose children say, okay, I'm bringing it, I'm telling you that is more important is, most of us in Indians, enormous skill. Unfortunately, they don't have assessment much skill they have. Most of the time spent on gossiping. If Japan, if you go to a factory, I went to Olympus company, endoscopy, that 2 guys received us in the Portico. And I thought people were coming, means some executive officer like, no. And me and wife were there. They took us next room. The board was there, welcome so-and-so. And they gave a tea and thing. Then both of them introducing, I am the managing director of the endoscopy company. The other guys say, they are the boss of the company. They took us around. There are 1,000 workers completing. Not a one place everybody wished him or not. And one segment, by the time starts with, finally endoscope, the pack will come. Entire round, journey tour of the company, no one recognized, because the time is, work is accountable for them, not the boss recognizing it. They don't recognize anybody. At the end, for 5 o'clock or whatever time over, they should look at how much it contributed. That is the way look at. Here, we don't know the value of time, and most of the people gossiping, commenting, talking, and everybody given, I don't know, I'm not everybody. To my knowledge, everybody, any IPL goes, everybody can give in PhD, the way analyzing it, but most of the people never touch the cricket bat. True or not, no? I don't know. That's why when my MBBS time, the people were talking, oh, this one thing, never lifetime talk. I never talk cricket with anybody. Because no meaning, but unless I gain, why should I talk about it? And they become popular, they would advertise and ask for anything, their name, and celebrities coming. Sports people talking fine, like this, cinema talking it, everything. One wanted talking about politics without knowing what it is value. So like everything, if you look at every one of you, and a weekend, if you look at how many hours in your profession contributed, how much hour you learn, how many hours you spend. Till now, you may not know, now you have got a mobile, iPhone or whatever you have, AI is there. Put it a program at the end of week, well, doctor or engineer, whatever, this week, you have accountable hours this, so many hours wasted. If you look at that, if you, not even those, you look at, your wasted time, accountable time, much more than anybody's working time. I just was once were recalculating it, how much it's going. Japan, they are the affluent people, they have everything, they are skilled, they don't know, they can't talk. During hours, you cannot talk to anybody. That's why happened to Korea as well. Discipline, again, Germany. These countries are very top because of that reason. So we need something accountable to our time. I'm not accountable to how much you earn. I'm not interested. That is, I'm also, if you ask me how much you earn lifetime, tell 35 in Coimbatore, without knowing what is my tax, I'm going. My wife only knows her duty, let her look after. So every one of you youngsters, look at your time, which you can't change your life. If you are ideally just like spending time, it will go. And no one knows. Why not we look at that angle, looking at why do you want to comment something? You can have WhatsApp group, you can have. But what were among your specialty program or group or scientific purpose, your job, say, give you a fine. I have seen many of the skilled people, doctors themselves, during OP time sitting at number of phone calls. They will ask you, why? Is it children have left the home? Is reached school? Where are you back? What is doing a patient looking at OP, asking history? When you look at, do you think the patient will look at you as a proper doctor? Phone is cheaper. Does not mean everything you use it, no. If anybody uses phone, I will be getting irritated. That's why I don't attend phone. Many times, some people will get irritated. During surgery, it never. Example, show Ramasamy, you know, how big man. He wanted to talk to me. Sister told, no, doctor, chief operating it. I will ask him to connect you after surgery. After surgery, when I call him, he say, are you big doctor that Cho Ramasamy can talk? I will say, sir, Cho Ramasamy or not, the operating patient is for me the number one in my life. I cannot talk to anybody. So that is more important. You, profession, never take. After induction, anesthesia, morning also mentioning, immediately look at what comes now. If your friend calls, your mother calls, your company calls, phone attend it. Somebody says stupid messages narrating truth or fake, nobody. But why do you look at the phone every time? That is 90% of people it is. Now Google has sent 1/3 of the Indian people already get addicted to WhatsApp group. And to 30, 35, hundreds crore, more than 100 crore people, Indians will become addicted to WhatsApp. That means we are, whatever you get, whatever do, that is where life, no? Something today I wanted to convey time, value of time. Every one of us, me or we, everybody, life is something you can't waste it, because God is not going to extend your life by saying your WhatsApp, making a more time. Suppose you do it 2 hours, you spend. Okay, is it going to increase? Credit is life credit will be down. So 20 to 50 years is something you have to, whatever you have to make it up. And after 60, your life must be happy, and you not earn more or not. Like Hulinaykar, our this group today, family, children, everybody celebrating here. That is, you have to look at the happiness. Suppose not there, then they cannot go. Something you has given, be happy. It is their duty to develop much more like. So, and today I cannot talk, I don't want to bore you, but something mind in keeping it, and gossiping from India, you go up. India will be the number one country in the world. No one country can, next to us, it is somewhere the gap will be there. Such energy, skill Indian people have got. Unfortunately, that they don't have their own. I was in Kenya, safari. That time, that safari fellow asking me, sir, what is your speed of running? I have not tried, because I'm not a sportsman. I'm tried, okay, this kilometer I can run like. Then ask, sir, can I open the tiger, sir? That's the only like sitting here, I'm telling. I was standing in front of tiger cage. That guy, sir, can I open, sir? Then I know we are maximum speed, sir. So everybody look, and I ask you, none of you, but truly a tiger or somebody comes to your life, then you tried your maximum output that you can know value. That assessment, somebody should criticize you, take it up. Somebody encourages also, take it up. Or somebody says, if somebody says you can do, don't say no. You try yourself, maximum go effort. And for me to grow, that negative criticism also helped me. And another way, positive also criticize like award recognition. My friend saying, you're good, you're doing, whether doing good or not, if you say good, I have to prove that I'm good, no? Whatever they said should not be wrong. So life is something which we cannot do anything beside. Whether you believe in God or not, you have to look at your life. One lives 80 years, 100 years, we don't know. But 20 to 50 years, you to make it whatever the best possible, learn, and also whatever way you share or teach, help, everything do. And you cannot be stingy keeping everything after 50 years. Sometimes you educated a girl nicely after going to college. One of my friends in New York, I'm telling, he went from Tamil Nadu. The girl called their parents previous night, Amma, I'm going to, next day morning, I'm going to get married. That's all. Next day morning, from different city. These people cannot go. That is one extreme. Similarly, in India also happening. In Bangalore, I think it is IT so much has come. Parents and children's relationship is going off. I'm not harming it. Say, people thinks we are modernized. We are looking at that English medium making it is a fool of us. And I did a Tamil medium school. I went to St. Joseph College. First starting goes with all convent people, they were talking English. None of us know English about that. And quarterly, they scored more marks. Half-early went in. We crossed them. They're down. And annually, we all distinction. And we got all MBBS seats. Many of us went in. All those convent people all has to go to some arts group or something like. So English is need only for communication, but mother tongue is one gives your feel of this. Irrespective of this, you have to feel. And half English knowing people, patient also complain to me, come in English, I will get irritated somewhere, pull down, bring it down to talk in Tamil. No, sir. See, one Chinese guy wrote me a letter, dear brother, and something like, really wrong, but so he knows he has been to Coimbatore. Why he wrote, and he is not known English. His friend, student, the postgraduates are all known, juniors. He called me, sir, my boss consider you as like own brother, like that's why you want to write a letter. He wrote, you will not take it differently, no, you will okay, no. I said, and put another paragraph writing it. English brother means no meaning, sister means no meaning, uncle means no meaning. Do you think anywhere it carries a proper meaning? Then I wrote the next paragraph. No, in India, and we are, I think Chinese also must be there, I don't know, but I put it Tamil, we'll call elder as Anna, younger Tambi, say elder Akka. A few words put it, each one has got a relevance. If you call Anna, how much we are feel? Sister means what is it? No? Akka, Tanga, and we, so, and put it next paragraph. Within next mail, dear Professor Anna, he wrote me letter. No? So, certain things we should not look at inferior. Talking English is not if you're talking in English guy, you're not known, or different languages. Suppose from Tamil Nadu talking to something else, not same mother tongue, talk English, nothing harm. But that is not prayer to say that we are high class people. No? Somewhere the people talking English they consider high class and talking a mother tongue like a inferior. That feel has to go down. And when Chinese guy can change, why not Indian people change? That's why I'm telling. So we are something, a unique culture, 10,000, 15 years. Family system is disappearing today. And looking at the Western culture and living partners or getting married suddenly 3 months, 1 year. No, we get divorced. It's like a sports or going to hotel, breakfast, lunch like. No? At least Western people, they don't marry it, okay. Here, marriage is court to how many cases bending. So, family system, India taught the world, even Japanese, Koreans, everybody learn family system from Indians. If I go to Japan, even now, they serve us and the family children, the ladies don't sit together. If you ask them sit only, they compel them will sit. Because those days, what we were, they are still following it. So that way, our children from school time, please educate them. Family system more important. And Singapore, I went in, they announced, government announcing, if you get married, tax little less. If you have one child, 2 children, 3, and the tax exemptions, a lot of apartment free, that all like, no? Education things, it is going like animals. Na? We should be our own family system. And that family today I'm saying, look at how nice, keep it up same and see that. And the children must be brought up properly. So when we become old, they give respect. After 60, we will be happy. By the time 70, 80, they will become old. They have to, their children will look after them. That generation is more important. So I don't want to bore you. I'm a little the eccentric type, these people, because I want our Indian people to say we are the bosses, When Madrid, the souvenir, when opened, Susruta photograph was there, the first page, that excitement, I know how much it is. So that's why we should go to world to know what is there, but we should not consider that is the best way. We should develop our own way to reach our own common people, rural. That's why anybody introducing me, his popular surgeon may not give happiness. He was there, he's a rural surgeon, making rural surgery popular. I'm happy that, because the class which have come from there, that people needs. That way today, I was asked to come out of Coimbatore to go to Bombay, even Bangalore. And I said, no, I become a doctor for my rural. I will be there only. But teaching is my duty. But even calling me to operate in any country, I will not go. Teaching operation, I will go. One maker Bombay is number one builder in Bombay. And when you want to go to America, his family doctor, Pandit Sharma, a cardiologist, he got one application with me. He's telling, sir, best doctor is Coimbatore, will go. Okay, that case we will ask him to come. Which hospital, Bombay, to operate? No, he will not come. No, if he's busy, I will send a chartered flight. Whatever you give, whatever you give, he will not come, sir. Then we have to go to Coimbatore only. He came to Coimbatore, good operator, asking me, sitting in front of me, no, I am rich enough, whatever charge you have given. But he say, but I heard you are going otherwise, but why do you refuse my surgery? I said, Maker, you are interested, my skill, fine. But you are wanted me to come operate because you reach. No, I'm not interested in money, why should I go by operating it? Then I asked him, can you ask the God to come to your house to give bless you, or you should go to temple if you believe in God? Few minutes you are sitting down. Then he told, now one man taught me the value of money. Because we should respect our skill, hard-earned skill. Cannot just like because of money somebody want to buy, should not. Doctors are something is a very highly skilled, professional, spiritual work. Should keep it up. So that's why but I told him, I go and operate everywhere. It is for teaching. So I have to condition to them not to charge the patient because he is helping us to learn, and same time not to pay me. This is what not only here, even Riyadh or Muscat or Dubai, the same thing I made it. They are rich. If they pay me, I become a servant. I will not accept when I'm going for a workshop. India, our people gives enough money. Why should I go somewhere? That case, let the Gulf people come to Coimbatore learn. I will not go. If I go, that is same thing I made it. And say life is something what we look at. So time is accountable. We should not waste. And I take this opportunity. Thank every one of you. And thank you very much.
Sir, thank you for your delightful and wonderful words. ಇದೀಗ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆ ವಹಿಸಿರುವ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಎಂ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರನ್ನು ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Hari Om, everybody. Could you sit for a few seconds straight and say Om 3 times? Because you have sat too long and listened to wonderful speeches. So a few seconds, 3 times we'll all chant Om. Om. Thank you. 10 minutes is a long time, probably. It's time for us to eat. Therefore, I don't have to spend too much of time. We have heard so much about all these great personalities. I only remember Bhagavad Gita statement, which is Yadyad vibhuti matsatam shrimadhyudichameva va tattadeva vagachatvam mamatejvam sasambhavam. And it is a statement. What does this statement mean? Wherever you find something unique, oh, that's so good. I've never seen this. That's where I am, is what Lord Krishna says. Now we are seeing such personalities today. Vibhuti, it's a Vibhuti, Visheshava. Bhuti means we are all creation. We are all Bhutis. Vibhuti means Visheshava, the creation, special creation. What is special? Something unique. What is unique? Dr. Palaniyappa Velu is the real special. What Vivekananda said long time ago, Bharat will become the teacher for the universe. And he is probably the beginner. He began, Visheshwagi, he began with the philosophy. Now we are trying also secular way to teach the world. And I'm very, very proud today to be here with Palnaveluji as a Bharatiya, a proud person who represents Coimbatore and villages. I have a great respect for such people because our country has 73% people live in villages today and 50% are not educated, although our government claims to 60, 70, 80, 90% on all that. I know the statistics is all wrong. However, the heart that he has for the poor, giving them an opportunity to get the best of treatment with no fear of doctors sucking blood, as I have seen in places like Apollo Hospital or Fortis Hospital, where I have personally seen that. And he is an exemplary physician who represents Vaidyo Narayano Hari. What does that mean? A doctor is considered to be Narayana himself. In fact, patients should be considered as Narayana also, because all of you, in fact, the whole universe is divine presence. Isha vasamidam sarvam etkincha jagatyam jagat. It said. What does that mean? Each one of you, as human beings, everything that we see is divine only. So a patient comes to us as a doctor, we should think, Lord Krishna has come in this forum. That forum is Krishna, and you all are representatives. In fact, uniquely divine. Each one of you is divine. And that divinity should be seen everywhere. Then only we have respect for the people, whether it is village or whether it's city, whether it's a big officer or a no officer. Each being is divine. That divinity seen is what I saw, seen as a Gita lived by Dr. Hulinaykar and Dr. Palnivelu. These are the good examples that we have today to say that we have a great philosophy. A country called Bharat. Bharat means the one who lives, revels in the light of wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is Lord alone is this universe, and every should be respected as divine. Then only we have really good country, a Bharat, which what Swami Vivekananda felt, the divine center of the universe. And what he said, how do we live? We have to live with the divine message he gave. Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya. For my happiness, I must serve everybody, everything, every being. I only remember one great saint of Dada Vaswani of Pune. I just give an example. The example is, he was in his room. The lady who came to clean his room threw the parquet broom into this corner, and it made sound. And then he felt hurt. It looked like. And he said, call that Amma, call that Amma. I want to talk to her. And he said, Amma, please don't hurt that broom. It must have been crying in that corner. Wow, what a divine message that we heard from such a person. He didn't want to hurt even the broom. That is the kind of a state of our nation's philosophy. But do we see that in practice? Unfortunately, our country's practical living is Dr. Swami said, it is very dismal. What we see is all in the public platforms. So many people, I've only said the other day when we were on one of our meetings, we have in Bangalore at least 100 every morning pravachanas on Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Ramayana, at least 100 in the morning, 100 in the evening. I was thinking the Bangalore must be the most spiritual center in the whole world. But if you see practically, it is only the most despicably practiced system in Bangalore. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, the violence against the girls, women, violence in the streets of Bangalore. Today, it's very difficult for a girl walking in the street alone. Even daytime, it's very hard because the idea of divine, especially women, should be respected as the first incarnation. Highest respect should be given to the women. Why? Because women are considered to be the Prakriti, the essence of the universe, and they are the creator. That's why we say Matru Bhava number one, then all the others come, Pitru Bhava, etc. Why? Because that is the philosophy of our great Bharat, and that philosophy has to be brought back. Then only we will have great Bharat. And I'm very happy to say what Palnivel ji said as wasting our time gossiping, and this is extraordinary time wasted. And how to say we shouldn't waste? We cannot teach the adults. We should start teaching the little ones. How little ones? They say it should start the age of 3, because brain starts developing, receiving information, retains information, and brain development plus physical, mental, spiritual development also can be instilled very easily early. That's a preschool education is very important. That's what we have started a program. We have found very impressive results. We started in the villages of North Karnataka to educate because there is big dropout. Even 20s and 30s adults give left-hand thumb impression today in villages. If you want to know their educational level, such is our education standards in villages. So I'm very happy. I'm very proud of being here because this is a proud center for me. Dr. Hulinaykar has given the community the best of pride that they always dreamt and dreamt and dreamt. Today, we are able to proudly say we have a medical college belonging to this community, and people can say, oh, proudly, with proud, with any question, an institution of high specialization and also great service. He just operated 1,000 free eye surgeries recently. We celebrated free surgeries, free lens given, everything free. And that is the heart of a doctor. That's the heart of an institution which has to grow, not only in service, just making money, but serving the people who deserve service where they can't afford services. And I hope and pray, Lord, that we have all these doctors, all the medical students. You should all be proud to be doctors in India because you are sought after, because they think you are good workers. We are good workers. We are hard workers. We are honest. That's why we are respected in other parts of the world. And you can be great doctors, but think that you are treating divine in front of you when you see a patient. That will give you not only respect, but you will have a joy that you will never find in money. I am very happy Dr. Hulinaykar was able to give me an opportunity to be here for this wonderful occasion. This is the best of occasion that I have seen. An institution of this stature giving our Dr. Palnivelu a recognition. He deserves probably world over he is recognized, but we are fond of him being here, representing rural people, poor people, and also the best of brains, and an advice given to you in the form of saving time and using the effort, best of effort, to serve the nation, not only nation, serve the world. Because Swami Vivekananda said, we are here not as Bharatiya people of here, we are people for the people. Doctor is for everybody a doctor, not for any particular country or any region. And I'm very thankful for giving an opportunity to talk and be with you for a few minutes. Thank you all. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir. We request the dignitaries to kindly felicitate Dr. Acharya Nagraj, sir.
Good evening. Hello, good evening. I'm Dr. Sir, Padinvelu sir. I want to have one announcement. I'm Dr. Durgadas here, sir. Sir's biography book is called as Guts. We have translated that Guts biography into the Kannada version. I have that version book with me. Please, anybody is interested, just contact me. This is the one thing I wanted to bring to your notice. Second thing, in YouTube, we have a podcast of Sir. We have done a podcast of Sir. It is called Prerana Path, the first broadcast of Prerana Sir. Please go watch the podcast. Thank you, sir.
With that, we come to the close of this memorable program celebrating excellence in medicine and service to society. Thank you all for your presence.